9 tips to lose belly fat effortlessly. If you have thought about losing abdominal fat, you have already realized how long it takes to disappear. But with these tricks, everything will be easier and faster. Find people with similar goals. One of the best tactics to deal with this arduous weight loss process is to find people with similar goals. Many of you may be familiar with the concept of workout buddies, which have been shown to be effective in increasing motivation and performance of all the parties involved. In addition, this person will have a better understanding of what you are going through than someone who doesn't have this goal. They will likely have their own strategies on how to achieve the goal and be willing to share that knowledge with you. Through this knowledge sharing, you may also discover better or more efficient paths to achieving your goal. Eat less calories. If you manage to create a calorie deficit and keep at it, you will lose excess fat anywhere in the body. One of the drawbacks is that it's very difficult to reduce only the fat in a single point, in this case, in the belly. And you know that killing your abs every morning isn't 100% effective either. All you have to do is avoid certain foods that bloat your belly and do specific exercises. You have probably always heard that losing weight consists of 80% diet and another 20% exercise. However, it's not only the quantity you eat that matters, but the quality. You need to focus on foods high in nutrients, green, leafy, starch-free vegetables, and above all, lots of fruit. You have to burn more calories than you eat. If you can create a calories deficit and keep it, you will lose excess fat anywhere in the body. We can cheat at some point with this valuable trick. The trick is that we can have a small meal at home high in protein and vegetables before going out to the restaurant, and this will help to calm your hunger and cravings without having to use a lot of willpower. If you don't have time to make a small dinner at home, mix some fruits and vegetables in your mixer. Don't eat sugar. Sugar is a substance in which calories are highly concentrated and has virtually no nutritional value. So it will not only cause you to gain extra pounds, but fat will also tend to store faster in the belly. Additionally, sugar increases insulin levels, which is directly related to obesity. This can also lead to resistance to this hormone, which will result in additional storage of abdominal fat. Another valuable trick is that when you go shopping, you should stay to the outside perimeter of the grocery store and avoid the inner aisles for the most part. This is because the inner aisles are usually where you'll find all the processed food that ends up raising your insulin levels, increasing your daily calorie count, and of course contributing to the storage of fat around your stomach. So when you go into the inner aisles, you should follow the next tip, which is to pick mostly single ingredients foods. These are the foods that have a low calorie density, which means that for the amount of space that they take up in your stomach, they'll only add a relatively low amount of calories to your daily total. Hans Gutmann's theory is simple. Buy foods with a single ingredient. These are healthy foods like onions, oranges, and beans. Harmful foods have many ingredients. These include canned soup, frozen meals, and junk food. Harmful foods have more calories, fat, salt, and chemicals. Once you have purchased single ingredient foods, you can combine them to have many healthy meals. Single ingredient foods does not refer exclusively to fruits and vegetables. It also includes animal products such as meat, fish, chicken, eggs, and milk, which makes following the diet easy as it is not excessively restrictive. Beware of cereals. Like sugar, cereals increase blood insulin levels, which can lead to weight gain. To get rid of belly fat, you should eliminate white bread and rice from your diet and replace them with whole foods, such as oats, barley, quinoa, or brown rice. In addition to being high in calories, they are also not satiating, making it very easy to end up overeating many of these foods. Drink water. When the body does not receive enough water, it tries by all means to retain the water that reaches it as much as possible and increases the retention of liquids in areas of the waist, face, and ankles. This leads us to look heavier and more bloated so that our motivation to achieve the goal plummets. If we do not drink enough water, the kidneys will not function properly. This will lead to a decrease in blood volume that puts excess pressure on the heart to deliver oxygen and nutrients to the organs, including the muscles, and the metabolism of fats will be affected. Glycogen levels are depleted when you do strenuous or long-term exercise, and recharging your muscles and working them properly requires certain amounts of water. If not ingested, the muscles will be affected, which will cause muscle cramps and will lead to exercise and delay fat loss. Many times, we do not know why our head hurts, because we are so tired or because we have so many ramps and cramps. It may be that you are simply dehydrated. Also, drinking water produces a feeling of satiety. So, if it is taken before eating or when you feel like snacking, it helps to reduce the amount of food eaten afterward, and consequently, also the calories. Drinking enough water will help you lose fat. Some alcoholic beverages can harm your efforts to burn fat, as drinking too much beer and wine can add as much sugar to your diet as if you drank soda. If you are going to drink alcohol, go to unflavored alcohol like rum, vodka, or tequila. Eat more fiber. Complex carbohydrates like peas, lentils, or chickpeas are full of fiber and are necessary to help reduce belly fat. You don't need to consume large amounts. The experts ensure that with just 6 grams a day, you can be satisfied. If you need a bread, always go for integral. And fresh fruit like bananas or kiwis will not only fill you with fiber, but it will also load you with vitamins, making you feel more vital and full of energy. And if homemade food tastes better and is much healthier, why not give it a try? It is about removing the intermediary who decides what ingredients our food takes, by choosing to cook it ourselves. Easy workouts to lose belly fat. Many people believe that to lose weight, you should focus on cardio exercises. And it's true, since cardio can help you establish that calorie deficit, but lifting weights will make the loss continuous and long-term. Strength training will help you build muscle, and increased muscle mass will burn calories much faster. As always, the level of effort should be progressive. If you are not familiar with this type of physical activity, the best thing to do is to start with low weights and add weights slowly. High-intensity interval exercises are the best form of physical activity aimed at losing body fat. In addition, they will take you very little time a day, so you no longer have an excuse. You can perform burpees, squats, or push-ups. You can also go outside and alternate moments of rest or slow motion with sprints. Non-exercise activity thermogenesis is a technique that consists of turning domestic activities into a real physical exercise. For example, gardening. Sometimes it is completely forgotten, but it is a powerful tool for fat loss. You don't need to join the gym or spend a few hours a day running. Just focus on daily chores from burning calories. If you have young children, losing weight will be inevitable due to the physical demands of being with them. Get enough sleep. While diet and exercise are important for fat loss, many people tend to overlook the other important lifestyle-related habit: sleep. Scientists have already shown that lack of sleep can increase the production of the stress hormone cortisol. When you feel sleep-deprived, cortisol levels increase to keep the body in full swing. You will likely experience fatigue and cravings, as well as feel less energetic. All of this will affect your effectiveness in the gym and your eating plan. If you don't get enough sleep, your cortisol levels will increase, making it harder to lose weight. Coronary heart disease, CHD, is a major cause of death in the UK and worldwide. Coronary heart disease is the term that describes what happens when your heart's blood supply is blocked or interrupted by a buildup of fatty substances in the coronary arteries. Over time, the walls of your arteries can become furred up with fatty deposits. This process is known as atherosclerosis, and the fatty deposits are called the atheroma. Atherosclerosis can be caused by lifestyle factors, such as smoking and regularly drinking excessive amounts of alcohol. Compared with physically inactive individuals, those who walk briskly at or above 150 minutes per week can increase life expectancy by 3.4 to 4.5 years, independent of body weight. Just 30 minutes of moderate activity a day, more than 3 times a week, significantly improves insulin sensitivity and helps reverse insulin resistance within months in sedentary middle-aged adults. This occurs independent of weight loss and suggests even a little activity goes a long way. Another risk factor for CHD is environmental stress. Chronic stress increases glucocorticoid receptor resistance, which results in failure to downregulate the inflammatory response. Combining a complete lifestyle approach of a healthful diet, regular movement, and stress reduction will improve quality of life, reduce cardiovascular and all-cause mortality. Coronary artery disease is a chronic inflammatory disease, and it can be reduced effectively by walking 22 minutes a day and eating real food. See you guys soon, and subscribe for more videos like these.